Hi, good morning, friends. Good morning, and good morning. My name still remains Festus Ugochukwu Umachinemeru. It's indeed a wonderful day today. Today being the 22nd, 21st, 22nd in the month of January in the year 2021. While I was doing my devotion, I came across something that I want to quickly share with us, and I will, and I will talk a bit about it. And I will just start from saying, pardon me, let me quickly read this. But while I'm doing the reading, guys, please listen to me, please. Do you know that Jesus Christ exactly know how many days you have got left before he calls you home? And that he knew this before you were born. Our choices can largely determine our quality of life, but the length of our lives is in God's hand. Guys, what an interesting story. What an interesting write-up. Now, you see, can you imagine that our Creator, our Lord Jesus Christ, knows how long I am going to live on earth? You know, he knows if I'm going to live for 10 more years, 5 more years, or today is going to be my last day on earth. God knows, but I don't know. You know, and they said, nobody knows how long he or she is going to live on earth. I don't know how long I'm going to live. Nobody knows. Now, guys, if before you and I were born, God already knows how long you and I are going to live on earth, he knows when he's going to call us. That means there is nothing like having protection from from the other side of life. There is nothing like that. Because no matter the kind of protection you have, excuse me, no matter the kind of society or anything you belong, once that timing is right, nothing can stop it. You see, my life, I started making an adjustment of my life when I realized that, when I waked up, because I've been sleeping all these years, when I waked up, I know that, man, it can be any time. When I realized that anyone can die, it doesn't matter how rich, how poor, it can be any time. Death don't take permission from anybody. You see, from then I began to have a second thought about life. I began to think about life and a lot of things. So guys, have you ever sat down or sit down and ask yourself or reason this thing, where do I want to go to, or where will I be when I'm no more? Have you ever asked yourself that question? That where will you be when you're no more? If you've not, I think it's the high time you ask, or we ask ourselves, where are we going to be when we are no more? You see, when I was back in Nigeria, circumstances made me say, man, I just want to make money, live 1 day, 2 days, and die. It's not like that. You even realize that when you finally make the money, you have 4 or 5 cars, you can only drive one at a spot. You cannot drive two cars at the same time. You can only drive one car, So you will now realize that, man, how you wish you would go back being poor in order for you to have your life back. You see, that is where patience comes in. And back then, I usually hear people read this part of the Bible that said that seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added unto you. My brother, not true. Before now, I never knew that, but now I know that, brothers, not true. You see, one thing is that you have patience. Another thing that you just fold your hand and you're expecting manna to fall down from heaven. No. One thing is that you have a goal. Another thing is that you have an ambition. Another thing is that you don't have the resources to achieve your goal at that moment. All you need to do, get yourself something doing, but never lose focus. Get yourself something doing. Make yourself productive to anyone, any reasonable one that can be of positive help to you. All you need to do is to get yourself close to them, even though it's for you to be running an errand for them and all of that, washing their car for them. And as you're washing their car, you're saying your prayers that one day somebody is going to wash my car. One day, all of this. One day, all of that. That is it. But don't just fold your hand and be praying. No. You need to involve yourself. Get yourself something doing to keep body and soul together. Because the Bible says that an idle man is the devil's workshop. So you and I really need to get ourselves busy. Whatever positive thing you can do, there's always something to do, brothers. It's just that at times we feel too big from doing it. I keep saying it. When I was back home, because my family were so poor, I don't know what I would have done if my family was to be comfortable. I made myself available to everyone, to the stage that my friend will always say, Festus, do you have to do this to please these people? You don't have to do this. I'm like, no, life is not like that. I believe that if I have to lick your shoes for me to get what I need, I will do it. Life is just about humbling myself. And the guy will try to encourage me and all of that, but I still go ahead to do what I want to do. So patience is very, very important. You see, I've been watching on social media for some days now. I see a lot of people going to this so-called prophets, pastors that will pray for you. You use goat and do sacrifice, and you eat live chicken. Guys, nothing like that. It doesn't work like that. I did some of those things in the past. I did it. I did some of those things in the past, but it don't work. Ask yourself, that person that is doing that ritual for you, do you want to tell me that person don't need money? Do you want to tell me that person don't need money? You see, there is no prayer to be rich. It's just that when you sincerely follow God, serve God, and you get yourself something doing, no matter how small it is, in that thing that you find yourself doing, you're going to find somebody to help you. In that thing that you are doing, you're going to find favor. If you sell 1 bag of pure water, before you know, you start selling 3 bags of pure water. Before you know, the main distributor is just going to like you and ask you to come and be carrying trucks of pure water. That is how you grow. That is just how you grow. And God will connect you to people, helpers that matters. But you need to start something. And you see, when you have the fear of God, when you go close to God and study the Bible, it's going to help you psychologically and mentally. You're going to have peace of mind. But when you go the other way, my brother, you'll always be scared. I've been there before. You will always be scared. And your days on earth will be numbered. You see, the devil will never give you anything. Will never give you something without taking another thing from you. When the devil gives you with left hand and right hand, he's going to use the left hand to take something more bigger from you. Never you compare yourself to anybody or with anybody. Everybody have its own timing in this life. If God can provide for the birds in the sky that flies around, what about you that he created with his own image, love and likeness? It is very, very important. You see, little beginning is very, very important. No matter how small you start, brothers, there is dignity in labor. Most of you that might come across this video, like, oh, this guy is now in overseas, looking good. Guys, even here in overseas, you have to work. You really, really have to work. Do you guys know that at times I might not even sleep in my house from Monday to Friday? At times I just have to control it. You have to work. Money is not. Money is not. Money. No, there's nobody that will come out and tell you that money fall down from heaven. You see some people, they will say they travel overseas. There is nothing like Egon Butte. Because when the devil gives you something, he's going to take it back from you. How will you feel when you enter inside your house to sleep? You close your eyes and your both eyes will be closed. You have nothing to be afraid of. When you hear some kids throw a knockout, make a sound, you will not be scared. But I will tell you guys, no matter how rich they are, no matter how security they have, when a little kids make unexpected sound, my brother, they get very scared because their hands are not clean. So guys, patience is very, very important. And patience goes with in everything we do in our life. It is never easy. Me that is talking to you, it's not easy. But my life changed every time I studied the Bible. Every time I studied or go through any biblical book, my life changes. You know, my life changed. So I'm going to urge you guys, patience is very, very important. And there's no kind of prayer that will make you boom. There is nothing like that. But the only thing that can that can open the door for you, that can make you find favor is one. Have a personal relationship with God. Guys, it's very important. It is very, very important. You see, I have huge of story, testimonies to share. I'm just waiting for the right time. And every time I keep having testimony, I'm not trying to feel like whatever. Everything I say to you, they are nothing but the truth. I will not come in here and say something that is not true. Please, guys, you see, if you want to have a breakthrough in your life, no matter the circumstances you're passing through in life, the first thing you need to do is to have a personal relationship with God. That does not mean you will not fail. You will make mistakes. But whenever you make mistake, be courageous enough, be humble enough and say, dear Lord, I have done it again. Even as you're praying, you will still do it again. But don't give up. Don't stop pleading for forgiveness. That is where you start. The second one is that be humble. Guys, you no get for now, be say you no get. That will not mean say you no go get tomorrow. Be humble. Because when you are humble, you'll be able to see somebody to help you. Be humble. Make yourself available to assist anyone positively in any way you can. Be humble. Be humble. Pursue a pass you. Be humble. And guys, patient. And how can you get patient? Don't compare yourself with anybody. Everybody have its own timing. Pursue a drive G-Wagon this year. By next year, G-Wagon will become old school, even before the end of this year. Last year, it was all kind of cars. Some time ago, it was Mercedes 230. Some time ago, it was Range Rover. Some time ago, it was what? It was Porsche. But those cars now are what? They are now outdated. So your own time, they come. God has not created anyone and to abandon anyone. It is not the will of God that any of us will be suffer. But I'm going to tell you today, 99% of people that are suffering are for far. Waiting we use our hand will cause for ourselves. At times we neglect God and we think we are hustling. You see, success goes with a lot of things. Fine, people that are not Christians, they succeed. But if you watch those people very well, they apply indirectly biblical principle. When I mean biblical principle, I don't mean you carry all your money and go and be paying in tithes that God will open the door for you. It does not work like that. Know what you want for yourself. Be focused, be humble, and learn to plan and also learn to invest. It is very important, guys. So now, does it really worth it? We rushing life. I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, all those things you see us doing in life is just to keep life busy. Because after which, we all are going to die. Out of dust we were made. We're still going to go back to dust. I know it is hard, guys. I know it is hard. But ask yourself one question. For you to sleep and wake up today, I went to work yesterday. I left home. I got home yesterday early morning and I left back to work, from work to work. Now I just finished my night duty this morning. So probably I'm going to go for mountain climb. I don't know. It depends on my body. Then I will go home and have a shower. Then I'll go to work. Okay, I will need to pick something from the pharmacist. Then use it, then go back to work again. You see, don't let anybody deceive you that when you pay your tithe, this, or you have to do this to do this. You see, when we humans, read the book of Genesis. God say you, the woman, because you've because you've committed this sin, you go carrying person picking for your belly for 9 months. If you not take time, you go die. You, the man, before you get waiting, you go eat, you go walk, you go tire. If you not take time, you go die. But when Jesus Christ came to this world to die for our sin, that is where the favor, the mercy comes in. So we all live by God's mercy. Why are you trying to go out of God's way? Your ways have been planned. My timing is different. That's why today when you watch a lot of people, you hear somebody will stay for 12 years. But they'll be looking unto God for that 12 years. They'll be trying every other means, IVF and every other thing for that 12 years. It's as if they're not having kids. But finally, when they will finally have kids, watch the kind of children that they end up having. They end up having responsible kids. Now look at the other kind of people that goes to the devil to have kids. Look at the kind of children they end up having. You and I know what I'm talking about. That one that comes by at his own time, you see that child will end up being responsible, filled up with wisdom, because that was from God. Why those ones that was gotten from shortcuts, look at how they comes. You see, no matter what you do on earth today, my brothers, one day your nyash could open, one day my nyash could open. It's pays doing the right thing, guys. Remember, patience is very important. Even me, I have that problem. Whenever somebody is saying something, I always want to rush to conclusion. But as I'm studying the Bible today, I get to realize that patience is very important. Don't speak at rush. Somebody is saying something, you're eager to reply. Don't do that. Try to control it. In relationship, in marriages, at your place of work, patience is very, very important. Remember, good things don't come easy. Please, guys, God knows how long I have to stay on earth. God knows how long you have to stay on earth. Patience. Get yourself, no matter how small something doing, there is dignity in labor. Remember, personal relationship is the only thing that matters. I'm speaking from experience, guys. Personal relationship is all that matters, because when you are close to God, have a personal relationship with God, see God in everything that you do. I don't mean going to sleep in the church while others are working. No. Get yourself something doing. If it's helping that bros to wash his car every morning, helping that bros to fetch water every morning, helping that sister to fetch water every morning, running an errand, my dear, that errand somebody is watching. Someday that person might not be able to help you, but that person will be able to discuss with his friend or colleague. That might be of help. That is how life is. It is simple. It looks hard, but it's simple. I'm a product of what I'm telling you today. All right, guys, I'm just going to stop here. Remember, God is real. God will not fail, and God will not fail you, and God will never fail you. Feel free, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and feel free to like, dislike, leave your comments. Should you want us to discuss about anything, leave your comments, and feel free. If you want us to have a private chat, let me know. Leave a comment and a request for a private chat. I'll make that available. I'm just trying to keep it real. This keeps me happy. And my job, or the reason why I'm doing this YouTube, is to see how I can help people out there, by sharing my life experience with them. And that is it, to see how I can do my own heavenly job, So it's not for anything. It's just for that's just for the reason. God bless you guys. I stream your boy Festus Ugochukwu Umachine Meru Kemjika. God bless you. Bye.